Hi there. Haven't seen you in a couple of days. I skipped out on Mother's Day. Just wanted to spend that time with my kitties and was busy writing. Got quite a bit done and was just really inspired by the information that's coming in for this next book. And it is amazing how it is at the same time that my first book is releasing and receiving such wonderful comments and is really profoundly affecting people. I'm just kind of in awe of the comments that are coming in, so thank you for that. And I'm just getting really, really excited. This is a big week for me. This is the eve of my book officially launching in bookstores, and it's been online for a couple of weeks for pre-order, and now people are starting to get it. And it just is so interesting how I've worked so hard for so many years, and who knows how long before that, who knows how many lifetimes have been doing this kind of work. And it took the 7 years to get to this point where I felt ready to write this book, where it felt like it was time, where there was enough confidence, and it seemed like it was part of the divine path. And it just goes to show that if you just stay very present in what it is you're wanting to do, that each step of the way is just kind of a step towards the next part of your experience. And I can look back and see how each step along the way was training ground, was education, was a necessary part. And so it's so easy when you're on a path to want to hurry up and get to the end, or want to figure out, okay, why can't I get there? I want this now. And the fact of the matter is every single step is juicy. Every single step is to be savored, because it is creating your becoming. And, who knows what this step means for me. This is not the end path. This is the creating of my becoming. I'm being trained now in the next steps of, how do I get this book out there? How do I ask people for help? I've created 1111 Magazine and 1111 Talk Radio and all these things that I've done over the years. I've not asked for a penny. I've just kind of done it because it was what I wanted to do. It was in my heart. I wanted to serve in that way. And so I never really thought about asking for help. I just felt like serving. And now I'm at the point where I'm saying, I need to know how to ask for help. I need to know how to let people know that I want them to share this about my book, and tweet and Facebook and tell their friends about it, and I want them to tell the Rebel Road story and tell what we're doing. And and so I'm asking you for help. I'm asking you because, whatever it looks like from the outside in, whatever it looks like I've created, I've created something that has been a gift for humanity, that has been really given out there for the purposes of me needing to do that and wanting to do that, and it being a calling that was asked for. And now I'm at a kind of a brand new place, because this is about marketing. This is about actually getting myself out there on purpose. And so I'm asking for your help. If you feel like anything that I ever say resonates, if you wouldn't mind just either copying and pasting something that I've posted on my Facebook page and retweeting it and re-Facebooking it and sharing it and letting people know about Conversations with the Universe, sending them to my website, conversationswiththeuniverse.com, and learning how to celebrate the gifts of another, and also how to ask for help. That is probably the biggest tip here, is are you asking for help where you need it in your own life, in your own ventures, in your own ways? And are you willing to also celebrate someone else's journey, someone else's experience along the way? Or are you in that mindset of, oh my gosh, I can't celebrate them because if I do, then I'm taking away from myself? And that's not a belief system you want, trust me. And that's why I've so openly shared with so many people, because I realized there's so much for all of us. This universe is so expansive and huge, and there's so many gifts and treasures and miracles abounding on a constant basis. So, this is the eve of my book launch, and I'm excited, and I want to share it with the whole world, so help me do that. And on top of that, tomorrow is going to be a rehearsal for my TED Talk. I got invited to do a TED Talk, and it is going to be taking place on Wednesday. And that's huge for me, because I had not wanted to really be a speaker all this time. I shied away from it. I think I was intimidated by it. And it's easy for me to get on the radio. It's easy for me to produce a magazine. But I wasn't really sure that I wanted to be actually in front of people. And so a lot of the reason that this daily diary is taking place is to help me get comfortable being in front of you. Sometimes we have to do the baby small steps, and this was one of my baby steps. So thank you for being that safe space for me that allowed me to come out there and get comfortable being seen so that I could prepare in a different way for this TED Talk. And so tonight's going to be spent really rehearsing. I've been kind of marinating it and rehearsing it, but tonight's going to be really focusing in on it. Tomorrow's the dress rehearsal, and then Wednesday is the actual TED Talk, and all amidst this book releasing. And then my little baby Krish, he turns 3 on Thursday. So this is a huge week for me. Really huge week for me. And I'm so happy to have you to share it with me, and I am so happy to take you through every step. And if you can take just one message from all of this, it is not to sit and say, wow, look at what she's doing, or look how amazing that is, or how lucky is she, or she's really gotten somewhere, or maybe she's had a lot of lucky breaks, or whatever it is that you think. The reason I'm sitting in front of you is because I'm just like you. I've had all the ups and downs that you've had. I've had all the choices that you've been able to make. And I'm sitting in front of you to say, I'm your mirror. I'm your reflection. And whatever it is you think of me, well, that's in you too. So if you think wonderfully of me, if you think I'm amazing, if you think I'm inspired, if you think anything about me, that's because you're only seeing yourself. You're only seeing that part of yourself. And if you think something else of me, well, that's the part of yourself too that maybe you need to take a look at. So anyway, thanks for being with me. Thank you for letting me have a mommy's excuse for yesterday for not tapping in, but you were still in my hearts. I was just being mommy and spending my time with my babies. So thanks a lot, and share in this excitement with me, share in this celebration with me, share in what I have to offer with the world. Please, I would love to have your help in doing that in any way that you can. In love, of love, and with love, I'm Simran Singh, and I can't wait to talk to you tomorrow before I go in for my rehearsal. It's kind of like me talking to you is giving me the pep talk that I need. So we teach what we need to learn, don't we? And we are always talking to ourselves because there's only one of us here. So I sure look good on you, I have to say. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.